Hey, what's going on with cheese? Huh? You've probably said it a million times. And if you haven't, I want to know why. This is Pat McMahon, and this happens to be Take 5 for Foodies. And today, the subject is nothing but cheese. And I can't think of a better way to introduce the gentleman here as being the fromageophile, at least for this program. Jeff Grenfell from Cheuvront. The official name of the restaurant is?
Cheuvront Restaurant and Wine Bar.
The official address is?
1326 North Central.
Unofficially, it is across from the main library.
Yes, 5-story building.
That's it. Enough of addresses, enough of that information. Jeff, Pat, and cheese. Hey, how did you get involved? Because you really are highly recommended in this field. Did you love cheese as you were a kid?
Yeah, I was a former chef, been in the biz 30 years, started in wine about 15. When I started at Cheuvront, we have these cheeses, 50 artisanal cheeses, the best we can find from all over the world. And I started tasting them all. And I would take a little sliver and learn between sheep, cow, goat, aging. And then after being in the back of the house for about a year, the owner said, well, I need a sommelier. And I said, I do that too. So he pulled me out front, and I really started working with the cheeses.
So Ken Cheuvront then is able to cut costs by having a wine guy and a cheese guy is the same guy.
Yeah.
He's able to fire 6 people, for crying out loud.
Yes.
You started with cheese and dining and an appreciation for all that's good about that when you were a kid. Your mom, I'll bet you your mom was out there with the most extraordinary exotic dishes.
No. My mother wasn't a very good cook, bless her soul. I just love food, and I had to learn on my own, and I love it. It's a big passion of mine.
Okay, we'll start with this. This looks like a splendid meal by itself.
Just a little focaccia and some candied walnuts, grapes, dried cranberries, and almonds. It's good to serve something plain with cheese. It washes the palate. For you to try the cheeses, it doesn't interfere. You can go any way you want. You can do chutneys, you can do jellies, all kinds of nuts, honey. That's the way I like to go. It's fun.
Olives.
Yeah, cured meats, anything you want. It depends on how heavy you want to go with cheese, how much food you want to serve. Just have fun, do anything you want.
What about a slice of Wonder Bread?
Sure, if that's what you like, do it. Make a grilled cheese. That's the way I like to recommend people eat cheese, is something simple. A grilled cheese or eggs.
Let me start with this. What is this?
That is Beemster Holland Gouda.
Ooh, Gouda.
Yes.
That much I know.
Is the correct pronunciation.
Okay, well, I'll remember that the next time, and then the waiter will probably correct me. However, how do I know that I'm going to like that cheese? Just describe it as best you can.
It's amazing.
When I see it on a cheese list.
It's almost as rich as pecan pie with whiskey. It's so rich and caramely and nutty.
No, it's almost as rich. No, do that description again.
Pecan pie with whiskey sauce.
Excuse me. Pardon me.
It's amazing. Just let it warm up in your mouth. It's good with port. It's good with dark beers. We should have started the other way, because you'll be able to taste that one.
Oh! Now, why should we have started the other way?
Because it's lighter.
That's wonderful. Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry. You can't take that back to the restaurant. Why should we have started the other end?
Well, just like with wines, cheeses, you want to start with the lightest and then work your way up, fuller bodied, richer.
Oh, okay. What is at the other end?
That is Humboldt Fog, made by Mary Keynes. It's cypressgrovechev.com. She's one of the most famous cheese makers in the world.
Now, if I see that word chev, what does that mean?
C-H-E-V-R-E, chev. That's goat's cheese.
All right. Which brings to mind that I just had pecan pie and all of those wonderful flavors involved with the Gouda. What kind of an animal does this come from?
That's cow's milk.
Right.
Aged 1.5 to 5 years, their cheeses are released at.
Do I have to know cow's milk is always this? Goat's cheese, cow cheese?
You can generalize to help people to explain.
Yeah.
But there's old and young and salty and sweet and soft and hard in all the milks. And they even blend them too.
Including sheep?
Yes.
Okay, what's the second one over here?
From the Humboldt Fog, then we have Iberico from Spain, and that's a blend of sheep, cow, and goat's milk. It's one of the most well-known cheeses in Spain, little known here. It's a lot like Manchego. Manchego is straight sheep. This is a blend. I like it much better.
And this one?
That is Colorado Rouge from Colorado. It's a double cream, wash-rinded cheese, almost like a cross between an Epoisse, French cheese from Burgundy, and a Camembert, which is from Normandy, France. So it's very rich, salty, meaty, A little strong in the smell. It's amazing. You're gonna
Why,
love it.
why is it that in America you rarely ever see, other than a place like Chevron's, a cheese course?
We're working on it.
But you don't see that on menus very often, and in Europe you see it all the time.
Yeah, because they've been making them for so long, and they have so many cheeses, hundreds of cheeses, and we're a pretty young country, and there's a lot of great cheesemakers here that are rivaling all the best. I go to the Cheese Society tastings all the time, and our cheeses are rivaling everything in the world.
Okay, Mr. Smart Alecky, wine guy, cheese guy, how do I most successfully pair a cheese with a wine?
It helps to think about the regions. It really does work. You know, you want to do Burgundy with Burgundy, Italy with Italy. Cheeses and wines are produced for 1,000 years in Europe together, to go together. Now, that doesn't mean you always have to follow. Some people like big, heavy reds with a blue cheese. I don't. But if you like it, go ahead and do it.
But see, that's the phrase that works, and it works at Chevron's too. In fact, you found that you can compare television shows if you want to, but why would you when you can take 5 for Foodies here all week long on KTAR.com and find out about Chevron's on Central across from the library?